Destruction is the best. Yeet. 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 It's not about the build, it's about the destruction. Yeetus deletus. Yeet. Yeet. Yeetus deletus. Yeet. Yeet. Yeetus deletus. Yeetus deletus.
NGNZ has redeemed first.
Yeetus deletus. Yeet. Yeet. Oh, this is looking good. Yeet. 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 Yeetus deletus. Yeet. Yeet. Yeetus deletus. Yeet.
Skinjaya Sano is here.
Yeetus deletus. Destruction.
J_man91 is here. Minecraft category.
I can hold this mouse better than anyone could hold this mouse. Mainly because I wouldn't allow them into my house to hold this mouse. But nonetheless, destruction. Yeetus deletus. Yeet. Yeet. Yeetus deletus. Yeet. Yeet. Yeetus deletus. Yeetus deletus. Yeah. I make great background.
Silent_Jesse I is
I'm
here.
music? Yeah. I'm music. We'll go with that.
Duster Jordan 96 is here.
What's up, everybody? Welcome in. How are you doing today, my dudes? GGNG redeeming first. What's up, Mrs. Ken, J-Man, Jesse, and Dusty? I'm late due to technical difficulties. Out of my control. OBS was crashing and crashing and crashing, and I rebooted, and then it was crashing and it was crashing. And I don't know, man. I thought I had OBS fixed. I thought OBS was good, but the last Minecraft stream 2 days ago, I had to fix the VOD and re-upload it. That's been rendered, not uploaded yet. And then today it's crashing like crazy. It's as if I didn't fix it 2 weeks ago or whatever. Ridiculous. Yeah, it does that. It changes automatically when I switch to the scene. All right. But on the note of being late, I actually have to end early tonight, like 12:30. So we're gonna do bingo at midnight instead of 12:30, so that I can end at about 12:30 today. So unplanned, 30 minutes late, knowing that I had to be 30 minutes. I had to end 30 minutes early. So
Massive.
rip
At least
everything
you're
tonight.
here. Hope
Yeah.
you're ready to delete us all the blocks.
I'm ready. I am ready. Yeah, I'm ready. Let's go. Hardcore mince raft. Let's do it. So that should have changed our category to Minecraft. If the stream deck is working. Oh, but my camera's in the wrong spot. Boo. Seems about to be right the spot for the camera. Did it do it? Let me refresh. Did it do the do? Nope, it did not. Okay. Yeah, I also noticed it didn't do the just chatting. So maybe the stream deck got signed out of the purple site or something or other. But oh my gosh, chat. Did you see the splash text? It said something funny. That's hilarious. All right. Lag? Are you kidding me? Nope, it's okay. Okay. Welcome in TikTok chat. How are you doing?
Massive.
51 months sub to this nerd. Where did this time go?
Yeah, dude. Do I have to restart stream? Because it's not picking itself back up, is it? Or did it fix itself? It did fix itself. Yeah, okay. I mean, I still gotta potentially fix the VOD, but oh my god. I don't get it. I don't get it, man. Alright, barrels. Couple boxes. Need a lot more boxes. Need 9 more boxes. 3 more boxes. None more boxes. There we go. All right, let's fill up my rockets and jazz, and then we'll head over to the witch farm and dig. Sleep. Sleep first. Sleep first. Chat, this is my last stream of the week, by the way. Early weekend for me. I'll be live again next week after today. So
Did you watch any of those AI vids I sent you, Colonel?
I have not had the time. I still have them unread in Discord, but right now my Discord literally has like, how many Discord notifications do I have that are unread? 53. I need to silence some Discords that I'm in. I need to leave some Discords that I'm in. I have not had time to do like anything lately. Oh. To the witch farm and beyond. I was just thinking, did I need to do any repairing before I went here? Like, I probably have a couple shovels or picks used up, but like, not to the point where I needed to repair before today, or before we did any more digging. That's the portal we're headed to. Ooh, chat, I did, speaking of Star Wars, Shilly, I finally built the Lego set that I got for Father's Day. It was one of the Millennium Falcons. Grayson probably knows which one it is. It's not, so there's like the super big one, then there's like all the normal ones where they all have the same, where they're all like, they have like 3 or 4 different color schemes of the same size. And then there's the one that's just a little bit smaller than that. And that's the one I built. The one that's just a little bit smaller than the normal sized, I forget what the scale is called, but I bet Grayson's built it. How long did it take? I want to say like 8 months, because I opened it up and I did 1 bag in 1 session, like right after Father's Day. And then it sat on the kitchen table until yesterday. And then I did it the other 11 bags in 1 session. So 8 months. Yeah. The Lego set's on my fireplace mantle right now. So let's get digging. Because it's small. It's not very large. Magic and I want to one day get a really big Lego set, and like the Titanic is what I'm trying to convince her to get, the Titanic, and then put that on our fireplace mantle or something. That would be cool. But the Titanic is expansive. Did you guys see how expensive the new Pokemon Lego sets are? Oh my god, dude. Like, a set that looks to be worth $120 is the first number that comes to my mind, is worth $650. And then the set that costs $120 is as big. Like, Lego, come on. Oh, they released like 3 sets and it's just like, it looks such a horrible value. Oh, I can't even. And they say like, yeah, the piece counts are high, but it's because you're building things out of like 1x1 studs and like, it's, I hate it. Like, luckily I'm not big into Pokemon and like not dying to buy those Pokemon sets, but they get me with the Star Wars sets, man. I do gotta say though, I told you guys I built like a shelf the other day, like IRL built 2x4s. I built a shelf for holding like storage totes and stuff like that. I gotta say, putting it in context of Legos, it was very cheap for the size of thing that you get at the end. I might just have to take up woodworking because I can't afford Legos. Before I become a Minecraft and woodworking channel, I built one of the 2 of them, NG, yeah. I did not, I wanted to take a picture of it and put it in the Discord, but Magic and I like put all of like we loaded up a bunch of the storage stuff, and Magic put labels on them, labels that I don't want to share, so I couldn't take a picture of it. But I built, if you know the storage container shelvings, you know, I built one that does 5x5. So it holds 25 of those containers. It was massive. I loaded up, I think I needed in total 35 2x4s to build it. Most of them were 8 foot, a handful of them were 10-foot boards. With today's lumber prices, you guys can probably figure out how much that cost. And compared to a Lego set, that was dirt cheap. I still got to build a second one. The next one's gonna be a 3x5, so it's gonna have 15 more. Yeah. So we're gonna have a total of 40 of those totes, so that we can actually organize everything we own, and hopefully by the end of it, we will own less things because we're finding out like, this isn't worth putting in a tote, let's throw it away. But it's having somewhere to put it or decide to put the things is like what we needed to be able to go through it all. Junk, man, it just piles up. I went to just the hardware store, but I went to the, like, the slightly more expensive 2x4s, not the pressure treated, but like it was like kiln drying ones or something. They, like, 90% of them were dead on, and that I only actually ended up buying one that was warped. And that was just because, like, probably by the end of it, I was not checking as thoroughly because I kept checking and it was like, oh, this one's fine. Checking this, oh, this one's fine. Oh, low shovel. Yeah, I bought one that was warped, and then I bought one that was cracked, and that I didn't see the crack, like it had a big split. But luckily the part that had a split, I was able to, like, I needed to cut 17 of those boards. They were 8-foot boards. I needed to cut 17 of those boards into 30.5-inch slices, which was 3 per board. And then I'd have like an inch or an inch and a half of leftovers to throw away. And then I ended up, because it was an odd number of boards that needed to be cut into thirds, I had one extra. So luckily I was able to just throw away the one piece that was made out of cracked wood, and then I was fine. It went very smooth. And on a plus side, I still have 10 fingers. So I'm pretty proud about that. And I didn't make a single bad cut either, now that I think about it. Like, there was no cut that I did where I was like, oh man, that screwed it up, and now I have to go buy another piece of 2x4. Cactus farm, yeah, dude. Does smelting give you XP in 1.14? I don't remember. There was a time before smelting gave you XP. Oh, good. I was thinking, now that I've done it once, I could totally do a stream of building the second shelf. And then that's when I lose a finger and make every bad cut known to man. I also don't know the implications of using a chop saw on stream. Is there working streams? Will algorithms deem that as dangerous? I don't know. Or a miter saw, I guess is what they call it, right? Turn off the camera for every cut so I don't get banned if I cut my hand off, because that's what matters. Oh, we found water. Oh, my inventory's full. I tried for a while doing something of that style. I just can't keep up with actually, like, streaming and progressing the world and then also making videos. I don't know. I just don't have enough time. I would do... If I went down to like 1 stream a week and then made like maybe, but like, oh my god, it is. That's what I genuinely want to do that. I would love to, but oh god, it's just so much work. I have so little time. In the past, like, 3 months, it seems like I have had less and less time available to do anything. My job just keeps taking every single ounce of mental capacity it can from me. Every single... yeah. And sadly, that's what pays the bills right now, so... As much as I want to tell him to F off. Inventory's full. Oh boy, all right. Next box. Is it a thunderstorm or just snowing or raining? Just rain. Okay. I didn't think it was a thunderstorm, but you never know. Oh. So many firefly bushes. Hey, beacons. Heck yeah, dude. Keep going. The only reason I could see playing on 1.14 would be starting on 1.14 until you can get God armor. If you're like specifically playing on like 1.14, what is it, 1.14.2 or something? I don't remember which update added and then the next one immediately removed God armor. And then you, once you get your God armor, you then update your world to the latest. That'd be one reason I could see to play on 1.14. Oh, yep. Back when I didn't know how long I was gonna last in hardcore, I considered, you know, there's a lot of VODs probably of me talking about in my next hardcore world I might do this. And then I just kept not dying. And now every single idea that I've had for my next hardcore world has come and gone. And just became part of this hardcore world. Which is perfectly acceptable for me, because I hate early game. Oh, I hate that for you. What's really weird is I can't play early, like, I can, obviously, I get through it. But, like, early game is so very uninspiring for me. But also, creative mode is equally uninspiring for me. So, like, having nothing, uninspiring. Having everything, uninspiring. Working to have everything, late game. That's where I work. That's where my brain works. Working to have everything. You gotta have an iron farm. That's true. That's true. 1.14 is when they made iron farms like a million times better as well, right? Because that was the village and pillage update. Previous to that, you had to use doors. I remember doors for iron farms. And like, do you guys remember Tango Tech's like, what did he call him? He had him like the iron, like, Iron Colossus or Iron Foundry or something like that is what, like, he would call his series of iron farms with doors. And they were insane, man. Hope it's sleepy time. Oh. Excuse you. This is so inconvenient having literally both layers of stone and dirt. Like, inventory's full. We're getting really close to finishing this layer. Though it has taken longer than I expected, not because like we're going slower, but because we spent longer on the other stuff first. Like we spent longer on the door. Having to go back to that and stuff. But we got plenty of time to finish up this layer, dig the perimeter around the next layer, and start working on that next layer today. What cave? No, we finished the door, but we had to go back for like so many more streams than I anticipated. I think there is 3 streams where the main topic of the stream was me attempting to fix that door. It wasn't the entirety of the stream, but it was 3 streams where it was a good chunk of time. So it took away time from me making progress on the dig. But it needed to happen. Inventory's full, I knew it. Yeah. Yeah, I was glad to get it on Tuesday's stream. It's gonna be a bowl-shaped hole, but the bottom of the bowl is gonna touch bedrock. So each layer gets smaller than the last, but it'll take a long while to get there. Uh-oh, TikTok got disconnected today. Oh no. Looks like TikTok's back. Don't know what happened there, TikTok. Nothing seems to be playing well for me today. I want to dig a hole that's not small. Oh my gosh, dude. I said something to my daughter today, and I said smole instead of small. And it was the first time she ever heard that, and she was laughing. Like, it was the funniest thing she had ever heard. And I was just like, ah, yes. Ah, yes. I need to think of more dad jokes. I forgot how good it was. It cracked her up. What the heck? Oh my god, I was also making a backup of their iPad to clear off all the pictures and stuff that were on it, so they had could re-download some movies onto the iPad to watch. You know, for watching offline. So I backed up all the pictures and then deleted them all off there, because, you know, sometimes they get some cute pictures that they take of them just playing or whatever. There was over 3,000 pictures of screenshots of them FaceTiming various grandmas. The FaceTime screenshot folder had over 3,000 pictures in it. And it's like, no wonder you have 16 gigabytes of pictures. Oh my god. I saved them all. I backed them up. They're saved. Another shovel we're through already. Dang. Oh. Christmas card. I'll give, yeah, each of them will get a 2025 recap of like the best FaceTime screenshots of them. And here's where it looks like you wish you were doing anything else. And here's one of your forehead.
Why does Snoop Dogg use an umbrella? Faux fizzle.
We were doing potty training and I was you reminded me with the Snoop Dogg, and I was in there cracking jokes to the tune of Snoop, except I wasn't saying Snoop. I was saying another related word that ends in an OOP, and that was also that was a good time. Made them laugh. All right. Oh, inventory's full. Dude, we're like at the very end of this layer. Ooh, chat, I've been watching Shangri-La Frontier season 2 that aired like ages ago. Anybody seen it? It's I would qualify it as like it's like SAO, if you guys know what that is. Basically, except you're not trapped in the video game. This is people willingly playing VR games. And it's been really good. And I'm waiting for Reren to air, which season 2 is going to be coming out this month. Also a show that I watched like ages ago. I don't know. Hell's Paradise, I think I saw. I think that's what it's called. I don't even remember really what it's about, but I think I watched season 1 and I saw people were hyped online about season 2 was coming out this month. And Fire Force is also getting the season 3 or 4 this month. I'm cool, man. Anime for 2026 is looking stacked. This is hardcore single player. I do host a community server for members if you wanted to join. Oh, we've got a water patch here. You hate your seed? Ah, that sucks. I mean, I mean, go somewhere else. Just pack up and go find somewhere else you like 10,000 blocks away, you know? Not that hard. I don't subscribe to the idea that there's like bad seeds. In 1.21.9, they got rid of spawn chunks. Spawn chunks no longer exist. So no, there is absolutely no reason to stay by your spawn chunks, except for in the rare scenario that you go to the end and you come back and you didn't sleep in a bed and then you spawn in your spawn chunks. Or if you're not playing hardcore, you die and don't have a respawn point and you go back to your spawn chunks, then that sucks. But like spawn chunks from a term of like building an iron farm in your spawn chunks kind of deal, there are no spawn chunks that are loaded anymore. So yeah, the only downside is you might have a long walk if you don't have a bed to respawn in. But also, you got to think if it's a world you're gonna live a long time in. If you move 8,000 blocks away from spawn, that's only a 1,000 block nether tunnel that you gotta dig. Or put the portals on the roof, and then you don't gotta even dig even. And if you go 16,000 blocks away, it's only a 2,000 block journey, which ain't nothing. Once you have wings. There was a huge diorite blob I didn't even notice. I picked up 5 pieces. I don't think it was that huge. Oh, that one. That's normal. When you do an ender pearl stasis chamber, only the chunk that you put the ender pearl in is fully loaded. But a 3x3 area around that chunk, a 3x3 chunk area around that chunk is partially loaded where like some redstone stuff will work, but like mobs don't walk and move and stuff like that. So if you want to chunk load something now, and you want it to be fully loaded like it was in your spawn chunks, you have to put a stasis chamber in every single chunk. Effectively. But like, if you just need redstone to happen in it, then you can get away with doing like every other kind of things. But if you need crops to grow, if you need sheep to eat, you know, anything like that, you got to put one in every single one. But chat, we just finished the first full layer. Look at that. Look at that. We got 2 floating witch farms there. Next step is to do a ring around the perimeter and then start the next layer back and forth again. You ready? Let's start the ring around the perimeter right here, and then we'll circle until it ends right there. Just last time we started arbitrarily over there, and then we had to like go around this place, but we won't do that this time. So let me turn on the overlay. And this is all we're doing for the next half hour. Yeah, after we're done with this layer though, chat, there's going to be so little like exposed dirt and grass and stuff. I'm actually really hoping that this is like the last layer of grass. Because once we have no more grass, then we can kill all the sheep and the cows and the pigs that are walking around in this pit, and then they won't respawn. Okay. We're so close, but we gotta go around. So whenever we hit a gap like this, where it disconnects from the wall, my strategy is to just, go around town. Yep, and then we get this that is just a little line that goes all the way out to the wall. But we still didn't meet up to an area we can walk along, so we just gotta keep going. And then we're back to going around the real border. This is gonna be a bowl shape that goes all the way to bedrock, yes. So it's not a full, you know, circle down to bedrock. Each layer gets smaller than the last. See, that block is smaller than that block. But yeah. Inventory's full. I always play music by Stream Beats.
Preach, dude.
Preach the follows, my dudes. Wow, we made it so far. Chat, what have you guys been up to? Has anybody built any cool Lego sets themselves lately? Or has anyone done anything cool? I don't know. Any woodworking stuff like I was doing over the weekend? Oh my goodness. Look at those vines. The Artemis Technic? Artemis Technic. Like Artemis, the NASA set for the rocket? Your Lego collection sounds like it's really growing. When you said Artemis, for some reason, the first thing that came to my mind was the movie from, like, I want to say 2018, Artemis Fowl or something. I don't even know if I've seen it, but I genuinely don't even know if I've seen that movie. But it's, for some reason, it's the first thing that came to my mind when you said Artemis. Four Harry Potter Lego sets to decorate your kids' room. Oh, that's awesome. You do know the Lego pieces are too small for a newborn. Just wanna put the little safety thing out there. They will eat them, and they will choke on them. Oh, it's that one! Grayson, I saw the video of that when it was like demoed or something. Ah, I'm so jealous you have that. They'll be on shelves that he can't reach. Okay. All right. I had to say something. Oh. You got an updated picture of the Lego display? Nice, I'll have to take a look at it. I did actually, one of those boxes? No, it's one of those boxes here. One of these U-Haul boxes that still never got unpacked since we moved. The stuff in the set behind me is stuff that we had stored in the basement. That was my stuff, like stuff that I would put in my office now, but I just don't have room for or never got around to unpacking because I forgot it existed. The Lego sets that I had displayed in the background of my stream at the old house. The NASA rocket that I had, there's at least a Harry Potter set or two. There's like 4 or 5 Lego sets there, I think, that are in one of those U-Haul boxes that are like they're just covered in saran wrap and put in there. That I want to, you know, get them back up in on display, honestly. So. And then I still have quite a few other Lego sets that I want to build, but I don't think I'm gonna do any more Lego building streams. It's just not in the cards for the time being. I'm just gonna build them on my own. Try to use them as a way to spend less time on my phone. I've been pretty glued to my phone for the past couple weeks. There's just some stuff going on in the algorithm that kind of does that right about now. So I built a Lego set instead yesterday, basically. I was like, I need to not be looking at my... So I built a Lego set that I had been putting off for over almost a year. Yeah. Expensive distraction, but great distraction nonetheless. But because I have a backlog of them, I definitely am gonna do that. Because over on this shelf, you can't see it because this corner of the desk is in the way, but I have 3 or 4 Lego sets there that I need to build that I've had for a while. Plus, I got one for my birthday last month that I don't even think I've shown on stream. It's a really cool one, and I'm kind of upset I didn't build it yet because... Grayson, you'll probably know what it is. It's the gingerbread AT-AT Lego set. So it's an AT-AT, or an AT-AT if you want to be wrong about pronunciation, but it looks like it's made out of gingerbread. I think that wasn't too expensive of a set. That was like a $75 set, and I told Magic like she needs to get it to me for my birthday so I could build it for Christmas. And then I didn't build it for Christmas. They have a few Star Wars Lego sets where it looks like it's made out of gingerbread. And they're like usually limited edition, only around for like one holiday season or something like that. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah. I get that. I also, like, I'm kind of torn because like I really like having all the Lego Star Wars sets, but I also kind of feel like I feel like I've been kind of boxed in lately on Lego Star Wars and Lego Harry Potter, where like I kind of want to venture into some other sets like Lego trains. I flip and love them. Lego City stuff is. I was really big into Lego City stuff as a kid. Not a Christmas fanboy like me. I was okay before 2020. I was not. I didn't. In my adult life before 2020, I basically did not care about Christmas, especially at all like I do now. And the reason I do now is twofold. One, Christmas equals snow, and driving to work in the snow sucks. So I hated the time of year that Christmas was in. But since I work from home, I don't have to commute. I don't hate snow. So that's one like negative connotation taken away from it. Simultaneously, I had children, and I have very much taken it as my role in the family to bring the magic to Christmas. Like I make sure Christmas is magical, you know? Obviously Santa does most of the work, but I make sure Santa can do what he can do. You know? I make sure the chimney's not left on at night. It's funny because their mom is magic. That's true. I did the 50s Batmobile. Yeah, you actually shared a picture of that. I thought that was really cool. Yeah, there's actually like a lot of like really cool like superhero sets in general that I have literally no interest in because well, like okay, Batman, I really like Batman, but like there's a lot of Marvel sets that seem like really cool and like they have like big ones like the Tony Stark Tower and stuff that seems like it'd be fun to build, but like I genuinely have zero interest in Marvel and superheroes in general. But like the sets seem cool from like a fun to build perspective. But because I don't have the relationship to the IP, they're absolutely not going to get that much money from me to build it. I need a hoe. That's true. Well, they've also had 20 the Lego set that I got came with like a little plaque that said like 25 years of Lego Star Wars. So they've had a long time to like build and rebuild and iterate the Star Wars sets to make them like really cool, because there's been a handful of new Star Wars like characters and ships, but they still do like a new Millennium Falcon every year. And it's got to be a little bigger, a little smaller, a little different every time. And the build styles just keep staying cool, you know? Oh, I came here for a hoe. Hold on, chat. I need to blow my nose. Give me a sec. All right. In before lag. Is it laggy, chat? No? No lag switching scenes this time. Okay, cool. Oh, I put the wrong sponges in the wrong sponges box. Yeah, and I had to do a few sponges outside of the circle so that the water wouldn't drain into the circle. Is that all of them? Oh, there's one right there. Luckily I did put them in the wrong box, so we can do the math to make sure I got them all. 36 and 28 is... Well, that's 32, and that's 32. Cool, we got all the sponges. Cool. All right, let's put this back, and let's keep going. Oh. In the jungle, the mighty jungle. Oh, dang it. It's disconnected. That means we have to go around. It's the law. Could we jump it? Absolutely not. Gotta go around town. You know, the waterlogged caves were very overwhelming when we were doing the surface, but now when we come across a waterlogged cave that, because it's just like, oh, I just got this one little cave to do, it hasn't been so bad. But it was very overwhelming to deal with the waterlogged caves while simultaneously trying to drain the surface. I feel like it is just a state of mind that's become a lot easier. There were, but some of the caves that I thought... We've already tackled some of the caves during the last layer, where I was like, oh man, these caves are too big, I don't know how I'm gonna drain them, and then we just drained them when we got to them, so... There is at least one big cave underground still that I can remember where I know it's going to be a problem when I get to it. But I've thought that about all the other caves that I skipped. I thought that was a snowman. Exactly, what caves? He didn't see the vision, but yeah. Uncovering the top of the caves makes the caves so much more manageable. And when we do get to the very, very big caves, and we get to uncover the top of those caves, then if they are actually just so big that it, like, can't drain them, once the top's uncovered, it's very easy to drop some sand lines in it. And then they become easy to drain again. I'm consuming, but not hard. Can we drain a cave? 9. Oh, actually, chat, I was vibing out so hard while I was building that Lego set yesterday because I turned on the OG Lion King playlist while I was building it. Yeah, Lion King while doing a Star Wars Lego set, whatever. But oh my god, I was vibing, man. Hakuna Matata, just like having a good time with my phone playing some Lion King soundtrack while I was building some Legos. Dude, it could have been 2003 for all I knew. I was, whoo. Because when I was a kid, 100% I did tons of Lego sets with just on the floor in the living room with the Lion King VHS playing. Oh, VHS. Hold on. Okay, sorry. This weekend, one of the things I'm doing, is I'm taking, some old family video VHSs, from literally VHSs with family videos from the 90s on them. I'm taking them to a VHS, restoration place. A lot of them have grown mold in between the film. And I don't even have a VHS player to play them if I wanted to. So I'm taking them to a place that will clean the tapes and then digitize the tapes. And then I'll have videos that I have probably never seen or I haven't seen in 20 years. Oh, look, a cave. This actually isn't that bad. And if I did see it 20 years ago, I didn't see it, chat. Hey, bro, that's the second time you've asked that. And I already told you no. You can't put a price on memories. Oh, well, this VHS restoration shop sure does. My parents had given me the tapes years ago, just because they're like, we don't want them in our basement anymore. And then I was like, valid, but we can digitize them and then we don't have to save the physical tapes. So I did some research on, some places we could take them. And then I was like, and then I eventually told my parents, and they're like, oh yeah, we can. Instamine is when you have efficiency 5 and a haste 2 beacon. My inventory's full. Let's actually grab sponges, torches, and hose, and we will drain that cave. Hoe, sponge, torch. Well, I could drain this whole cave. Just because it's probably easier to do so than to not do so. $57 and 7. It doesn't compute in my brain, but that does equal 64. You guys remember when Mumbo Jumbo, all his videos were boats and hose themed? It was great. Those were the days. Back when he had an intro. Everything in your heart is telling you 57 plus 7 equals 50. I don't know what it's telling me that it equals, but I know everything in my heart tells me that 57 and 7 does not equal 64. Like, I obviously know it's 7 plus 7 is 14 plus 50 is 64, but I see that and I'm like, that's not 64. I gotta blow my nose again. Actually, you know what it is? It's for some 57 plus 7, my brain says is 63. Why 63, you ask? Because I know that 57 plus 7 is going to be in the 60s, but my brain thinks about the fact that 7 plus 3 is 10, so this must be 63 that it equals. I don't know why, but that's what my brain thinks. You can't double a 7. It feels like it should be ending in a 3. I don't know. I don't know why. Yeah, SpongeBob is funny. I was wearing my SpongeBob shirt on stream yesterday. Do you want to eat a pizza? I could eat a pizza right about now. Oh, low pick. We had a hamburger helper for dinner today. Something simple. I was late getting done with work, so Magic had just started cooking a hamburger helper. Before I came up. I was hoping to actually get to cook hamburgers for dinner, but I ended up not needing to cook. It does take like a full hour to go around the perimeter of each one of these layers, don't it? You made barbecue, bologna, smoked sausage, cowboy baked beans, and slaw. Ooh, yeah. Dude, Magic put me on this sandwich. Oh, I didn't grab... Magic put me on this sandwich combo that she's been doing, where she gets some good cheese. She's been getting like pretzel buns kind of things for the sandwiches. She gets some good like deli sliced cheese. She gets like some really nice, some really flavored seasoned ham from the deli. And then she puts coleslaw on it. And it was great. And then I was making, I had a bite of one of hers and I was like, oh, that's good. So I made myself the same sandwich. And then I added to that some spicy mustard and some sriracha. And oh my God, I've eaten like 6 of them this week. Oh, I'm here for a pickaxe. Dude, no, 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 no. It's amazing. Oh, crap. It better not be. Magic! No, but like, I've eaten a lot of like pulled pork sandwiches and stuff that have coleslaw on it, but I never thought about just putting it on like a normal sandwich. And then I saw Magic did it, and I was like, oh my god, that's a good sandwich. And I've had it for lunch like every day this week. Turkey, bologna, and salami on soft white bread. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, salami. Pepperoni. Yeah, oh, I put pepperoni on it too. So we always have pepperoni in the house. Because Magic likes to make little pizzas. Yo. Alright. We're almost done with the perimeter chat. What are you doing, Wolf? You're gonna be stuck up there for the rest of eternity now. Well, until I kill you. Yeah, that's why you heard what I said. Oh, inventory's full. I work from home. Magic's job doesn't pay in money. But she does do it from home. Nope. So it kind of pays in money, yeah. It saves money, sure. Does not pay money. I do know somebody that I worked with before that effectively they walked out of the horrible job and it was like and from what I understand they were just like, yeah, this job sucks and I pay so much for daycare anyway. I'd just rather not work it, and then she was able to do that. So How is this words on stream? Oh, the category didn't change back. It does that sometimes. All right, chat. We went around the whole border. Wait, it's not nighttime? It looks nighttime. You could literally just walk out of your job and nobody will stop you. That's true. I mean, yeah, it's getting your first job. You can definitely just walk out of it whenever you want. But once you've had your first job for a while, and then you decide to buy something that costs loan money, then it's hard to just walk out. And that's how they get you. Because they know if they pay you enough to make you think you can buy that car or get that mortgage, then it's a lot harder for you to just walk out. All right. What am I here for? Oh, man. What was delayed? Oh, it's Colonel Bot. Colonel Bot responded twice, though. Am I ignoring you? Well, I think you know the answer. Yeah, I see I missed some of these. Alright, good. Okay, so now, chat, it's time to start the back and forth. 1, 2, 3, 4th. Fell in a hole, chat. What time is it? Not even 11 yet? I feel like I've been live for days, dude. We don't like to discuss ages in chat, so please refrain from doing that in the future. But I totally get what you're coming from. Nah, it's just people get weird about it. So we just like to not have any of those conversations happen in my chat. But yeah, dude, like you just gotta I don't know. If I would do things, some of the stuff I did very differently. If I went back and had my knowledge on like how to manage money and like when I had my first job, but also like I did fairly well. Like just kind of stumbling my way through it. Like no real plan, but I didn't end in a bad place, so. Which is not the same for everybody that I know, let alone the majority of people. Do I want you to leave? You're fine. You've just asked the same question every day all week, so I think you've gotten your answer in a couple streams before. Jobs are great. Everyone wants to be rich and not have to work, but it's so much fun to be able to buy grown-up stuff and spend money on whatever you want. That's one way of looking at it, but also there is the like the flip side of once you decide to buy something like an expensive car or a loan the first time, or a mortgage, right? The first time you do one of those things, and then your job starts to suck, or you start to not, you know, someone at work causes drama, you're like, you don't want to work at the job you have anymore. Then it becomes, then it really starts to sink in, like, I can't leave this job. Well, without finding a new one first. And that's, like, I wouldn't jump into doing that too early. I did. I don't think I jumped in too early, but like, I got a car loan like a month into my first job. I got a mortgage, or I moved out and I started renting a couple months into my second job. And then like a year later, I bought a house. And then I've had a mortgage for God knows how long since then. So, and then I was stuck in a job that I really wanted to get out of and just couldn't find a job that would pay more or enough. Like that, I hated my last job with a passion. There's no missing payment when you have a house and 2 car payments. Yeah. Yeah. One thing that I did learn fairly early. I had a house payment like very early. But one thing I learned fairly early that was like beneficial to me staying above water kind of deal was to pay off your car loans early. Like, keep your mortgage, pay that every month as the minimums, whatever. But paying off your car loans early, this is not financial advice, this is just what I did. And then having, like, owning your cars outright, is been game changing. Like, I had, I paid off, I think I had like a 7-year loan on my first car. I paid it off in like 4, and then I kept the car for like 8 years. And then I went through a couple cars for Magic and myself, where we did have payments and we were paying it off extra every month to get them paid off. And then it ended up like COVID happened and I started working from home, and I made the decision to sell one of my car that I was my daily commute, like, because I literally hadn't driven it like in 4 months, because we always drove Magic's car, because she had the we had gotten her a family car, so we got rid of mine. She did not want me to, but I did, because I was like, I'm paying hundreds of dollars a month for a car that I don't drive. And then we were one car for a while, and then we kept paying what we were paying for both cars. We were making that payment on one, and then we got it off, and we had no payment for a while. And then we traded that car in after we paid it off. Like, we had it for several years, but we had it fully paid off, and we traded that in and then paid the difference in cash for the car we have now. I was like, I'm not going back to a car payment, period. Which was, it's amazing not having a car payment. You're about to sell your house so you and start renting to go back to school. Yeah, it was because this is my second house, right? I was streaming during the move, I streamed before and after the move. It was the equity from selling my first house that allowed me to have the cash to pay the rest of the our current car, to pay that off. We did the trade-in, and then that only covered, I don't know, half the car, and then I just, had it in savings from the move, paid the difference. I don't do loans. I don't do any loans. The only debt the only interest I pay is mortgage, because that's good debt, because it's low enough percentage. I play hardcore single player. Has it been 5 shovels today already? That's crazy. Yeah. Oh, also, yeah, I also somehow managed my way into no student loan debt. That was a pure happenstance. In the way that it just, every semester when the bill came, I just happened to be able to scrounge up the money and not take out a loan. Like, I knew I didn't want to take out a loan, but I didn't know the horror stories about people who took out loans, ended up with, thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars of debt. And then, like, it only just keeps going up if you only make the minimums. Like, I didn't know that was possible. But I understood debt enough and interest enough that I was just like, yeah, man, this is gonna hurt, but like, I'll just use my emergency fund to pay for this semester of college, and then come the next semester of college, I'm like, oh yep, I'll just use my entire emergency fund again to pay for college. And I was real mad about it too, because it was like every time I felt like, oh, I have a little bit in my savings account, my college bill would come up, and I didn't have nothing in my savings account. What's up with this? Oh, that's a trap chest. But it ended up working, so. Like, it completely happenstance that I lucked into financial security at all. And I have things I do differently, but like, oh my God. But like, yeah. I'm just lucky that I was working a job that paid not a lot. When I got that job, actually, I think like McDonald's starting wage pays more than what I was making then nowadays. But I was making something that was like well over minimum wage at the time. Well, minimum wage still hasn't changed, I guess. And Magic was working too. I guess that makes a big deal as well. She was making decent. She was when she quit her job, she was actually making a good chunk of change. When we decided to have a baby, and then she quit her job. She did the baller move of going on maternity leave, staying on maternity leave for like 6 months, and then when it was her time to go back, she was like, no. So she just was like, took the bag. It didn't go back. Absolute baller move there. We fully intended for her to go back when she went on maternity leave, and then it was just like no, we'll make do. Well, it was also COVID. Like when she got pregnant, the plan was for her to go back, but then it was also like, it was also COVID, and it was like, yeah, there's no way we're having you go out and like work this job right now and then come home. Like I was working from home, and I'm like, it's like, if anyone's gonna get sick, it would be you going back to that job. And it was like, absolutely not. Yeah. What's up? Oh. All I know now, though, is that I need a raise again. They got me working too much. I don't even get to relax. I've gone down from 6 to 4 streams a week, and I still don't even feel like the days I'm not streaming, like I'm relaxing at all. Like, am I doing something that feels like to rest my brain? No, it's just not happening. So I don't know if that means, should I go back to six nights a week and just deal with being way too stressed out? I don't know. Someone needs to help me delete this world. Yeah, that's it. Cause if I had FU money in the bank, I wouldn't care. I'd be like, oh yeah, you need me to solve that? Ooh, not today, boss man. Working from home is better during a pandemic. Yeah, it is. I'd argue it's better just hands down. So. Oh, I did have all the stars align today. I've been trying to get a dentist appointment scheduled, but the dentist and I have been playing phone tag since October, where I call and I leave a voicemail, and they call me and they leave a voicemail. Since October. Today, I called them back again, and they answered. And then I took the motivation from them answering the phone, and I went and I also scheduled an eye doctor appointment, the first one in like 2 years. Because I was saying after I went to the dentist, I'd do the eye doctor, and then I played phone tag for 3 months and never scheduled the dang eye doctor appointment. So I did that today too. I can tell, like, I need a new prescription for my glasses, like, bad. I need it, and I've needed it for a year, but I've needed it really bad for like 6 months, and I've been putting it off. Preach, dude. Yo! Jeremiah scouting with the raid. Welcome in, Raiders. You are raiding me. You are, GG. Welcome in. Absolutely massive. Did stream crash? No, okay. Stream's been buggy today, and OBS has been flaky, so... last time I got a raid while OBS was being buggy, it like the stream tanked when that happened. So many slimes indeed. Welcome in. If you're new here, my name's Colonel. I'm a pink slime. I play a lot of hardcore Minecraft. Right now, we're digging a hole. It's gonna be a pretty big hole. You know, it's gonna be a bowl-shaped hole specifically. So, we are on just the second notch down from sea level. It's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be a good time. Buckle in. If you're new here, make sure you drop a follow. I'm live 4 nights a week, most of which is in hardcore Minecraft. And mods, did we get a shout out for Jeremiah? Drop him a follow if you have not already done so. It's a huge hole. It is. It is going to be a dual witch hut farm. So there's one, and there's the other. And then we're going to stand on that gold block. Mm-hmm. Did you tell me what you were up to today, my dude? If not, let me know. Were you playing the block game? Were you playing the new block game? I'm seeing a lot of people playing Hightail. Playing Hightail for the first time. I definitely intend to try it out. Don't know when. Hardcore Minecraft, just working on a massive castle. Nice, dude. Have I seen it? I feel like I've seen the castle you're working on. But I know of a few hardcore homies working on castles right now, so... I think I've raided into you working on yours before, though. Just a wall for now. Nice. I've built a couple castles in my day. My favorite castle build ever. Well, if you got a raid run, take care of yourself. Do whatever you got to do, my dude. I appreciate the raid. But my favorite castle build that I ever did was back on Xbox 360. on the 360 edition of the game, there was like a demo world that was loaded into Minecraft every time, like for every new player first joining Minecraft. There was like a demo world. And in that world was a super basic, bare bones cobblestone castle. There was also an update of the 360 edition of the game that allowed item duping. What you would do is have a dispenser, and then you would have a dropper facing into that dispenser. You would put that on a chunk border, and you would go, I don't know, 4 chunks away, press a redstone button to power the dispenser into the hopper that is outside of in the lazy chunks, and you could dupe whatever is in the dispenser or something along those lines. That's vaguely how I remember it working. The details don't really matter, but it was in the actual version of the game that you could do this dupe. So we duped diamonds, and then we duped diamond blocks, and we block for block replaced the entire castle with diamond blocks. We just one at a time ripped out every piece of cobblestone and put in a diamond block, and it was amazing. Duplicating, dupe for short. That's my favorite castle build that I have ever done. I just realized the Xbox 360 I built that on. I just pulled it out of a box the other day, and it's sitting behind me somewhere. The chances of that Minecraft world existing on that Xbox 360's hard drive are very low, but it might exist. Might exist. This was when like 360 edition was new, so this was a long time ago. Hold on. Minecraft Xbox 360 dispenser duplication glitch. Hold on. Can I figure out what date? I don't know. I want to figure out when this was. June 2012 is when it was fixed. Yeah. Yeah, it was a while ago, chat. It was a while ago. God, that was 13 years ago. Oh, we knew it was totally cheating, but it was in the game. It was a bug in the game that we exploited. And I was very well. Okay, my friend that I played with, my best friend at the time, he was very much into the like finding bugs and exploiting them part of Minecraft, which is still like what we do with TNT dupers. Are like, people love TNT dupers nowadays. They're amazing, and people use them for incredible things. But like, it is a duplication glitch that Mojang has just decided is canonically allowed to stay. These were duplication glitches that Mojang decided are canonically not allowed to stay. But while they were possible in the game, they were canon, and there was no problem. It wasn't cheating. In my opinion, in single player, you cannot cheat unless you are lying to someone about something, like saying you got all the diamond blocks without duping, right? Or like faking a speedrun time, right? Like that's cheating in single player. Or deceiving an audience, like yeah. So either lying about how you did something or deceiving people. That's the only way to cheat in single player Minecraft, in my opinion. Like, use whatever duplication glitches you want. Play with whatever mods you want. I don't care. People do fake speedruns. I would never dream of doing a fake speedrun. Anyone catch what I said? Probably have people in chat think that I am sarcastically admitting to doing a fake speedrun. That's not what that was a joke about. Oh man. Is the orb halfway below original land height? Is the orb halfway below the original land height? The center is like right there is like a few blocks above it's like I want to say like 6 or 8 blocks above sea level. And then we're only down like 6 blocks from sea level. And the bottom of this bowl-shaped dig will be effectively at bedrock, give or take. Trying to see if it was above or below. It's hard to tell when you're digging. I hope I answered you then. I don't know. All right. Let's get up in the sky and look at our progress, chat. If you're new here, make sure you drop a follow on whatever platform you're watching on. I'm live 4 nights a week, but I'm about to take a quick break and run to the restroom. So here's our current dig progress. All of this is 3 blocks below sea level, and this section over here that we just started is 6 blocks below sea level. So we go 3 blocks at a time, effectively. So let's head back to the base and run the tree farm while I take a quick break. A TNT duper would do this much faster, but we're not in it for the dupages. I do all my digging by hand. That's not to say I don't use TNT dupers. I use TNT dupers for stationary blast chamber farms. That's where I draw the line on allowing myself to use them. But I like to be able to keep, like, a rule of thumb for me is I like to keep about 90% of everything that I mine. And you have to have big digs to be able to have things. So cool. Yeah, we're gonna run the items back to the storage room. We're gonna run the tree farm while we take a quick break. Then we're gonna repair our tools and then come back. We have about an hour left of stream today, chat. I am ending 30 minutes early. So stream will be over at about 12:30 tonight instead of 1 a.m. And we'll be starting bingos at around midnight, which is in like 37 minutes. So, you know. Ew. Geronimo. That's some good spinning right there, chat. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna dump all these boxes into the unloader to start with. Ooh, chat, I think it's definitely time. Now that we've got more than an entire chest of backlog shulkers, it's definitely time to, shulker load the storage room, I think. So that way it keeps, unloading while we're away and digging. All right, let's head to the tree farm now. We'll run that while I take a quick break. Gotta refill my water. Gotta blow my nose again. Okay, saplings and bone meal. Swap. Turn down the volume so you guys don't go deaf while I'm gone. Turn this on, turn that on. And hands off. We do fast right click macro, and now we're growing some trees, chat. All right, let's do this. So, let's get words open. There is gonna be a mini game going on in the purple chat if you want to head over here and play. I'll only be gone for a few minutes though. BRB. Uh-oh, it didn't connect. There you go. Oh, right, chat, I'm back. Let's go, boots. Off, there we go. Let's go do a quick repair session. Wait, this is still going? No, there we go, we're good. Oop, I need to sleep too. Look at that face. One's in the chat if you're ready for bed. Two's in the chat if you absolutely should be going to bed, but you're not gonna. That's me. God, I love this place. I end up just using the same furnaces over and over again because this farm is very self-sustaining at this point. Now that it's chunk loaded, oh my goodness. It's crazy as it hasn't even made a single shulker box of bone meal blocks yet. Maybe I should check the redstone. Yeah, it's got plenty of bone meal coming in. Well, I don't know about plenty, but it's had bone meal come in. Oh, yeah. What? Okay, we got a couple pieces of white dye. See, that's not right. Interesting. But, yeah. That's good. Good. How do I get back out of here? Here it is. All right, back to the dig. Well, we gotta go dump off this stuff into the item unloader. Three G's. A lot of green dye to bring home every time we do this. Yeah, using this place consistently for repairing bulk tools, we're bringing home a stack of green dye for every tool we repair. Plus, every 3 tools we repair produces a shulker box of green dye at the farm, which is just redonkulous how much green dye we're saving now. In a good way. That is the 500 club. Exclamation mark 500 in the chat, I think. Explains it. Oh, there's the portal. I was like, whoa, that's a weird view looking straight up there. That one. That's where we're headed. We're headed there, no problem. Look how close we are. Whoop, we're there. Oh. Oh my god, I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at chat. If you put a question mark on it, it won't count the word. Blocks of dye. That would be good. Just a green dye block. Yeah, that could have been a totem. Luckily for us, it wasn't. It was just a bad angle that I was on when I looked away from the screen, really. To the other side. Acrylic? No. I think it would just be a block of dye, or they could go the modded route and just calling it compressed dye or something like that. Ooh, or they could be like, it's saturated dye. Like combining 9 dyes makes like one super dye that is like very, like it takes your green and then cranks the saturation to 200% kind of green, you know? I think that'd be the way to do it. And then it probably doesn't even need to look like a block. It could just be a new color of dye that is just saturated. What if you could craft dye blocks the same way you can do leather? Oh my god. What if, oh, whoa. What if you could craft any 9 pieces of dye and you get a block of dye that does the same kind of thing as putting 9 pieces of dye on leather armor? So you get a block that is of the perfect mixture of all 9 pieces of dye that you put together. So you can get very unique colors. Like you can get colors of leather that don't exist in the game in anywhere else, because like leather is the only thing you can dye with multiple pieces of dye. And you can say I want to use 3 greens, a pink, and a blue, and get this kind of this color that nothing else can be in the game. But what if you could do that to a block to where you mix 4 greens, 3 pinks, and a blue, and you end up with what's okay? It would be 9 to the 16th power. How many colors is there in the game? 16? It'd be 9 to the 16th power. New blocks added to the game, which is, by the way, a lot. 9 square. No, I don't want the square root. How do you do 9 to the... How do you do that on a calculator? I don't even know. It'd be 9 times 9 times 9 times 9 times 9 times 9. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We're talking 2.03 E plus 16. So we're talking hundreds, thousands, millions, billions, trillions. What comes after trillions? Well, it'd be 2. It would be 2. It'd be 2,000 trillion. 2,000 trillion new blocks to the game. That doesn't seem right. That's 9. Someone double check my math. That doesn't seem right. I think I might have done 1 extra or something. Yeah. It'd be basically 1 point 1 point something with 15 zeros behind it. 1.8 quadrillion. Is that right? Because it would be 9. I don't think my storage room would fit them, chat. Yeah, 1.8 where there's 15 zeros in that decimal. 1 point E 1 point. Yeah, this that would be an insane. Well, okay, no. Sorting those would be actually really easy if copper golems treated them all as the same. Then we just add a box for copper golems to sort the colors where it just grabs all dye blocks and puts them into a chest for us. That'd be easy. Fish, dude. Added immeasurable. No, they're measurable. Okay, somebody, Gia, take that number, that 1.8 whatever e to the 15th, and there's got to be a calculator somewhere that will actually lay it out in comma delimited as 1 quadrillion 800 trillion 5 or whatever, right? Like, get that. That's a measurable number. What's April Fool's gonna be this year? Yeah. Your phone calculator's not that fancy. Damn. Google is. No calculator will do. If your calculator is putting an E at the end of it, your calculator is not capable of showing that many digits. Yeah. Oh, if you are using an iPhone though, usually if you turn your phone sideways, you get more digits before it starts doing the E thing. Miku, you're so optimistic about how you're only 700,000 channel points away. Whatever 1 point... What if the order of the 9 slots matters? If order doesn't matter, it's only 1.3 million. Oh, I would imagine order doesn't matter. Order would not matter. It would, why does that change it? How does that change it, making order not matter? Explain that to me. Because I understand what you're saying. but I don't understand the math as to why that gets us a different answer. Order adds more multiples of options. Okay, what math do you do differently? If it's not 9 to the 16th power, what math do you do differently to get that number from 1.3? How did you calculate that? That's what I want to know. Because 1 blue, 8 green, instead of... It counts one... It counts... I understand that, but... Nine minus 16 minus 3. I don't know what you're trying to say. $1.3 does sound more reasonable. 1.3 million. Nine to the 16th power to the 3rd power. That's bigger. That's bigger. Because I just did 9 to the 16th power, and that got us quadrillions. If you take... It's too much to type out. Type it out! Tell me! I'm not understanding. Someone ask ChatGPT to explain the difference and then TTS it. And like make Colonel say it. And we'll sit here and all act smart for a minute. What's the difference between million and quadrillion? A lot. I understand what the difference between a million and a quadrillion is. That's not what I'm asking for the difference of. What I'm asking for is what is the different equation that you used to get 1.3 million instead of 1.8 quadrillion? Like, what is the formula? N plus K minus 1K. Is that times K?
ChatGPT said 1,853,888,851,841.
Okay, that's the number. I mean, the 9 comes from 9 squares in a crafting table. Yeah. That much I know. There's 16 colors and 9 slots to make a block. So you would have 9 die pieces that could be 16, or it could be any combination of 16, and you can have 2 white ones, right? Or 6 black ones in there. Or you could just do all 6 of them green or whatever, right? Or all 9 of them green. What I'm trying to understand is it 9 instead of 9 to the 16th power? Is the answer 9 times 8 times 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1? Like, is that the equation? Who said 1.3 million and then can't back up the math? Vibes. Vibes. 1.3 million. Yeah, I wouldn't trust ChatGPT to actually do the math. I would ask ChatGPT for its equation, sanity check the equation makes sense, and then do the math in a calculator. Because somehow AI is not able to do the one thing that computers are good at, and that's math. A comma typically means the 1.8 you found is actually just 16 times 16 and then hitting equals 15 times. That should be 9 to the 16th power, but if the order of the colors matters as well, the quantity will be 9 factorial. Okay, so it is 9 to the 16th power then. And the order of the colors doesn't matter, so it's not 9 factorial to the 16th power. That'd be a big number. All right. Yeah, so it would be quadrillions of items. I love that. I love that. You've been sick? No worries. 9 factorial. I don't know how to explain it. Can I jog my memory with a quick Google search? Factorial is what I explained earlier, where to say 9 factorial means 9 times 8 times 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. That's factorial, right? Yeah, so factorial of 5 is 120 because it's 5 times 4, which is 20, times 3, which is 60, times 2, which is 120, times 1, which is 120. Yeah. If you can't use the same die twice, it's only 11,000. No, you would have to be able to use the same die twice because you would want to be able to craft a white die block, which would take 9 white die pieces. Right? Otherwise, you would not be able to craft, like, the cardinal colors. Sometimes my brain wants to do the math. That's all. That's all. Sometimes we have an idea and I can't stop talking about it until I've solved the math. Oh, shoot. I'm just imagining 9 factorial to the 16th power. It's such a ridiculously large number. And we were gawking it at 9 to the 16th power. Oh man. Oh, chap. It's good to do math. It's good for your brain. The logic puzzles. 9 factorial is 362,880. So 362,880. Put that in your what is that to the 16th power? Math is fun. Math can be fun. I feel like all math in school it's criminally underrated or underappreciated because the examples they're using is some idiot going to the grocery store and buying a truckload of watermelons. Why don't they just have the students figure out how many dye blocks you can craft in Minecraft? Like, come on, that's fun. That's the heat death of the universe. We'll automate auto crafters crafting every single one of these, and the heat death of the universe will come first. Oh, chat, it's time to start bingo. I told you I'm ending stream 30 minutes early today, so it's time to start bingo. A 74-digit number. Don't ask ChatGPT to do the math. Ask ChatGPT to give you the equation to solve the problem, and then put it in a real calculator to get the real answer if you trust the formula. That's the way to do it, because ChatGPT can accurately come up with a formula because it's just language processing to come up with the if then why of the formula. But then when you put in numbers in that formula, it's just randomly predicting what number should come next, you know? All right, bingo is starting. You guys have 7 minutes to get your bingo cards in. This is a fever dream to listen to. Yeah. So what we're talking about is drugs. No, what we're talking about is if Minecraft added a dye block where it's just a dye block where you could put in any 9 pieces of dye and you get a block that is that color. But imagine they made it to where you like did the same thing that they do with leather armor, and you could put in 9 pieces of white or 8 pieces of white dye and 1 piece of black dye and get a super, super light gray that doesn't exist in any other way, right? Or you decide you want to do, 5 pieces of white dye, 1 black dye, and 3 green dyes or something like that, right? How many blocks would Mojang be adding to the game to do that? And the answer is 1.8 quadrillion. And it took us a little while to come up with that answer because along the way we stumbled into a few wrong answers that made my brain need to find the real right answer. What is Sunshine right about? No. So what we were, so what I would think should happen in that case is if Mojang did that, copper golems should not be able to distinguish between different colors of dye blocks, and then a copper golem will just put all of the dye blocks into the same chest. And then bada bing, bada boom, my storage room doesn't even need modified to handle it. Just how copper golems don't need different colors of, or like copper golems don't distinguish between different enchantments on your netherite pickaxe, right? It shouldn't be able to distinguish the color of a dye block. It should just be like, this is a dye block. Let me put them all in here. 1 quadrillion $1 bills would cover the earth. 100. Wait. Are you saying cover the entire surface area of the earth? Or like it would wrap around the equator 100 feet deep? Oh my God. Either way, if it's covering the surface area. Wait, what did Sunshine say? Figure out what would happen if we could make dye blocks like leather. Yeah. Hold on. You think Sunshine is right. What did Sunshine say? N equals 16 and R equals 9. 16 plus 9 minus 1 factorial divided by 9 factorial times 16 minus 1 factorial. Wait, what is that number? Sorry, what is that formula getting us? I don't remember. What is that formula Sunshine gave us? Calculating. If the order mattered. Oh. Luckily or unluckily, for depending on your point of view, I don't think Mojang will ever actually add that. But oh my god, if they did, imagine. Hello, viewers in the future who are being pointed to this stream to be told Colonel predicted die blocks. How you doing? This is the viral clip that's gonna go. It's gonna go crazy in 5 years. Screw you, guy. Yes, I'm a murderer. Oh man. Found a website that has a little calculator where you put in the number of objects and how many to choose, and it tells you the number of combinations. Sick. Now all we have to do is give that a crafting table interface. Oh my god, then imagine they make stairs and slabs out. Okay, so you can make 1.8 quadrillion different colors of this block. And by the way, you also can make stairs, slabs, fences, all this stuff. But not concrete. I have not played all the mods 10. I did play 8, and then I played all the mods 9 to the sky. And they were so similar to each other that we opted not to play all the mods 10 because we figured it was also going to be extremely similar. So, I'll probably wait a couple versions and we'll play all the mods 12 or something, I don't know. Poor recipe book. Well, you know, they actually, the fact that we had an all the mods 9 to the sky, what if they have like an all the mods 10 like edition that isn't Skyblock but is some other edition of the mod pack? You know, I'd consider playing that. But even then, the To the Sky version was incredibly similar to the normal version of all the mods 8, so like. The only difference was it wasn't as well developed because there was a much smaller player base. And there was a lot of bugs and missing crafting trees and stuff like that. I've dreamed of that, Miku. For every full block should have a stair, a slab, a wall, a fence, everything. Maybe not a fence if it's not wood. Maybe fences stay exclusive to wood. I don't know. I don't care. But like I fully believe that every full block in the game should have a stair, a slab, a wall. Chiseled maybe is if we want to get greedy. Time to start bingo, chat. Bingo's going live. When I was asking for GTS earlier, I was asking for an explanation of the formula, but I absolutely would love to hear that number, TTS.
2,235
No million.
octillion 847 septillion 866 tillion 485 quintillion 901 quadrillion 643 trillion 677 billion 696 million.
Nice. Chat, did you know that you also can TTS as well? Any bits, any message with at least 10 bits does TTS. Mods just happen to get free TTS, so you'll be able to get my attention. Non-million, yeah. Oh shoot, I didn't start auto-calling the numbers. There you go. Think about my paths through my custom biomes. If, like, I'm pretty sure one of the purple biome has blue wool, for the path. Like, it'd be sick to have blue wool stairs or blue wool slabs, for the steps in that path, you know? And the black biome has glass path. It would be sick to have orange glass slabs. Start building the sorter. No, I think copper golems will handle it. I'm very clear that if Mojang implements this idea, copper golems need to be able to not distinguish between the colors. Okay, we flip this lever. And then... where do I keep pearls? Oh, copper golems? I'll show you my golems in a minute. Oh, I'm not high enough. Good. Oh. Okay. Storage system is chunk loaded, so it will keep unloading those even after we leave the area. We did get a winner. We got 2 winners, actually. I'll announce second place. Abjurnax was 3 seconds behind the winner. Mickey GG for being the first person to click the bingo button. All right, we're chunk loaded. Yeah, that's an unfinished part of this area. Sadly, it's unfinished, but it is. Let's say, what did I say? Mickey won, so let's figure out what Mickey's block is for the massive monument. Just Mickey. Excuse me. There you are. Mickey has blue concrete. They've won 12 times, upping that to 13. Your last victory was streamed 10:37. Now, today, that is 10:62. What? It didn't type? Uh-oh. 1062. All right, let's go get your blue concrete up on the monument. Oh, shoot, I didn't show the copper golems. I said I would. Yeah, copper golems are mobs that will do item sorting for you. I only use them right now exclusively for sorting my non-stackables. So they stand back here. Hello, guy. So they pull items out of the copper chests, and then they check all 9 of these chests to see if there's anywhere they could put it. And if they don't, they put it into that chest. And then that chest puts it into this copper chest. And this little guy checks all 9 of these chests. And if nothing can go, it puts into there. And then eventually they keep going, they keep going, they keep going, they keep going until we have overflow. But only brand new or unique items will go over here. Oh, Wandering Trader heads, for example. We keep those over here. So, like, yeah, they didn't go in, but. So they sort our non-stackables. It's like a Lay's with chests, but more predictable than a Lay's. I wanted to do what I did there with a Lay's a long time ago, but I could never get myself to do it because a Lay's are so hard to control. Either way, GG Mickey on your dub with your blue concrete, my dude. Absolutely massive. You're actually kind of close to being level with a white concrete right there. But that's not blue. That's not yours. All right. Do we have any diamonds to burn today? We do. We do. Chat, if you're not familiar, !partner plus, we burn diamonds at the end of stream in honor of qualifying subs. So if you want to be an absolute Chad, that is how you can get a diamond burnt in your honor here at the Diamond Burning Shrine, where we have a lava pool made out of diamonds in the shape of a diamond, where we burn diamonds. So how many qualifying subs do we have today? A tier 1? A tier 1? Oh, yep, 2 subs on 1062. 2 subs is 2 diamonds. The first sub of the day was Dusty with a tier 1 for half a stack of months. GG, my dude. And then we had Shilly coming in at a tier 1 for 51 months. Absolutely massive, dude. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for letting me burn these diamonds for you. Is this number not updating? Because we had 2 subs today and I don't think it went up. Oh yeah, it shows it's 30 under my stream, but apparently it didn't update. Interesting. I wonder why it's not updating. Yeah, so we're actually at 30, but it shows 21. Oh well, that's it for the night, chat. Sorry I'm ending early, but that is what's happening. I'll be live again next week. This is my last stream of the week. I will see you guys then. Stay tuned for Monday when I post next week's stream schedule. Is the stream lagging right now? Is it really lagging right now? Of course it is. All right, let me find someone to raid. Is anyone actually playing hardcore Minecraft, or is everyone playing Hightail? I want to try Hightail, by the way, but I have doubts on the longevity of Hightail, to be fair. Like, just skepticism. You know what I'm saying? that's only an additional reason to play it now while there is hype around it, I guess. I did ask Magic to play with me for Wifey Wednesday, and her response is, "What's Hightail?" Your algorithm's been. I haven't heard anything about Hightail. My algorithm has been not been well for my mental health, if you know what I'm saying. It's not covering things like Hightail. It's making me want to hightail it out of here, really. But chat, we're gonna send a raid over to Zulon. He's played in his hardcore world tonight. Here is a raid message for you to copy and paste when you get to his channel. If you got my emotes, use those. If you're not subscribed, just copy the words at least. Put something in the chat. Let him know that you're having a wonderful night and you want to have some fun over at his stream. I'll be live again next week, like I said. Peace out, my dudes.